trouble is best beware. And though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that home. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, 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 no.
블랙.
이렇게 하나
많이 씹어.
한국에서 먹는 게 더 맛있어.
This summer I'll be by your side. A wonder that you can't describe. How long will you wait for me? I want you to see what I see. I see you. I see you. I'm looking down the street far.
여러분, 이 카드 너무 귀엽지 않나요? 아까 브리즈번 공항에서 구경하다가 이거 샀는데 너무 귀여워요. 남자친구한테 카드를 쓰려고 합니다. 안녕.
People in therapy are often there to deal with people in their lives who won't go to therapy. I have a job, it's actually quite fulfilling. Though my hairline is thinning, I barely do anything else. I read several books, I do meditation, walks in the woods, a new destination. I sit with my feelings. Sometimes I'm even journaling. I got a full-time job, though no one pays me, and it's all thanks to you. Some days I wish I had a relationship status. Then I remember last time I ain't got time for that. I have a job, it's actually quite fulfilling. Though my hairline is thinning, I barely do anything else. I read several books, I do meditation, walks in the woods, a new destination.
With a chip on his shoulder said, "Tell somebody she's mine." Shut that down.
Preparing now boarding on the B-side of the wharf will be your Trongazoo service. This service stops at Trongazoo only. Once again, the ferry now boarding on the B-side.
지금 팔을 아유.
물 먹는 거 엄청 신기해.
근데 웃긴다.
너무 귀여운데?
대박. 아이고. 근데 얘보다 걔가 더 귀엽더라. 걔도. 그 뒷모습을 진짜.
밥통인가? 근데 얘는 행동이 진짜 느리다. 아, 제 발바닥 봐.
발바닥이 왜? 땀에? 지브라는 어디 있어?
저기 저
나중에 사진 찍으면 되지.
वो नहीं आ रहे साथ में भी
너무 귀여운데? 왔다 왔다 앞에. 간다 간다.
또 싸우는 거야.
하나 왔네. 진짜.
여러 마리 있나 보지? 아, 똑똑하잖아 지금. 뭐라 그런다 또.
도망간다 도망간다.
오.
미어캣 발 들어줘.
엄청 귀여워.
쟤 내 말 알아듣나 봐.
그런가 봐.
그래 그 위로 올라가서 발 들어줘. 미어캣 발 들어줘.
아 귀여워.
Life is a winding road, telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. I really wanna know, really wanna know.
생각보다 되게 빠르다.
I'll never figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground.
기념품으로 이런 행주를 샀는데 이거 지인들 선물로 괜찮을 것 같아요.
이게 가볍고 부피 차지를 별로 안 해서 이거랑 프로폴리스 치약이랑 초콜릿이랑 이렇게 해서 세트로 포장해서 지인들 나눠주려고 합니다.
Trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, really wanna know. If I'll never figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
굿모닝. 시드니는 아침 햇살이 진짜 뜨거워요.
Darling Harbour. This stop is William, alight for Marketplace and Barangaroo. Change for...
비배달 중.
간다고 그러던데? 유튜버는 그러더라고. 한 3, 40분 가는 줄. 좋았대 그게 자기는.